Hello motivators, welcome back to our channel. And if you're new, hello, welcome. If you like anything makeup or beauty related or anything just on YouTube or watching YouTube in general, you're in the right place. And we like to have a video up almost every day, so there's always like new content. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when these videos are coming out. But for today, we're going to be ranking palettes. Now, I can't do ranking palettes every month. That's just not possible, especially with my budget, especially because I can't buy everything. Like, sorry guys, you know, I actually work full time and do this, and you know, makeup is my passion, but I cannot buy palettes like all the time. So I just wanted to rank the ones that I did get that are like fairly new or new. Let's get into ranking the palettes that I'm about to show you. And maybe you got them and maybe you have the same ranking as me. But I just wanted to tell you why I like these more than others sometimes. And if a palette or makeup sometimes I don't get or say that they're low ranked, that doesn't mean I'm not buying from that like brand forever, you know. Like, I still like to try other things. Sometimes these brands, there's brands out there, don't get me wrong, that are like always like meh. There's some brands that have hit misses or are good some of the times, and then sometimes they just have like a dud, or there's brands out there that's like constantly just hit after hit after hit. Let's get into ranking. The first one that I actually have on my eyes, and if we have a video using this palette and making 6 looks out of it, so you can check that out, but that's what's on my eyes. The first palette I'm gonna rank number 1. Not only is like, I feel like the price goes well with this, it's because the shades in here. It's $68, and just the shimmers, the multi-chromes, like the shifters in here, dang, that is already worth the price to me. But then you got these masks that are actually beautiful, gorgeous. I love this gradient. I think it was a well thought out palette. The mirror in here is nice. It does feel luxurious, heavy. Even this is like, oh, it just feels like it's worth it even more, in my opinion, just by the look, just by how it wears. The mirror in there is great. Just, and even the packaging came with it, just felt so beautifully presented and luxurious. So this is my top ranked number 1 right now. It's the Adept Cosmetics inspired palette, inspired by Arrow, the TV show. Next, we have, to say it was between that palette and this Nomad Cosmetics palette. I still put it in packaging because that's how pretty it is. The packaging itself is just gorgeous. And I feel, again, this is a themed palette. When they stuck to the theme, I feel like it was executed beautifully. I love the way it opens up. I love how many shades are in here. The gradient between them, and the most versatile looks. I do have a lot of looks that I did with this. That is a video you could check out. Worth it, and it's available. The price too, if I can't remember the price, I'm going to put it up here anyways. These shimmers in here are great, and so some people said they had troubles with the shimmers, and Nomad is going to replace them because some were hard. Some batches were pressed a little bit hard. I feel like I didn't have a trouble with my shimmers on here. Very great, pigmented, beautifully again presented. The price, the theme, the mirrors in here are great. The way it opens up 2 ways, very versatile. The way it feels, very high price in my opinion, and worth it. So that is my second rank. Like, between those two, if I could tie it, I would. I like to keep it in the box because that's how pretty it is. Like, this is my baby. This is my baby. I have to keep it in this. This palette has to be from Verona Girls, Spooked. I know this is a Halloween palette, but I've been using this. I use this for a Valentine's Day look. It's really pretty, and it was collaboration between Doodles, the bunny. Again, packaging. This feels a little bit lighter, but I do like the shades in here, how well it blended out. So this has to go in the top palettes I have ranked. Just the overall look, it is versatile. Yes, it's Halloween themed. It can be worn in any month, in my opinion, and any season because of how different these are. This shade alone, this gold shade, like, I should swatch the other ones, but I didn't want to touch them. Like, it's so pretty. This red actually blends, like, it feels creamy. Like, those are awesome. Again, If they have a restock of this, because I think it's out, I will let you know. And we do have a code with them. Code Earth is affiliated. And if we have any codes with people, we'll put it up here. You don't have to use them, but if you do, we do appreciate it. This was very surprising, actually, but one of my faves. I thought it was going to be boring, but it turned out to be amazingly like a soft glam. It almost reminds me of the Modern Renaissance, and this has to be the Surrender palette from the Valentine's Day box from Unearthly. We also have a code with them. It's Code Earth affiliated. This came in their mystery box for Valentine's Day, and I think it's still available in low stock. So this was surprisingly good, and it also comes with a blush trio. Very pretty, star of the show, and this has to be also the star of the show. I feel like they didn't give it enough credit. Like some people, the shimmers in here, the tones, such a beautiful like soft glam in my opinion. Again, this red shade alone, but this one has to be my favorite. It's like a sequence shade. So beautiful. The packaging, again, well thought out themed palette. Sometimes these brands, yeah, they got a theme, but they don't have it well thought out and it doesn't match the theme. But these recently have been. So this is the fourth. I have to say, see, I kept in the packaging. Beautiful. This one too, it's a little lower ranked just because some of these shades I feel like are a little similar on the eye. So, but they're very gorgeous and blend out well. The shimmers all match. It does look pleasing to the eye. It's just like some of these shades to me are a bit similar on the eye. That's why it's a little bit lower ranked, but it's still on the top because it's versatile. I can take the pans out easily too. What imprints on there got me. It's beautiful to use. And it's in the top as well. And it's only lower because I feel like these are similar shades on the eye. These three, that's the only thing. But I like how it's laid out, how beautiful it looks. The shimmers too are great. And I don't think I had that like trouble. I do have looks on this. And the mirror is great. Packaging as well is beautiful. I like that. And I do want to get more palettes from this brand as well. Very good. Price too, I have to say, is very, it was great for me to see that price. I'll put it up here. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And for this packaging and how it came and the way that they blend is really pretty. I have to rank these Glamlite Creeps and Crawls 10 shade palettes from the Scooby-Doo collection. Just the packaging alone. This is 6th rank only because the soft packaging too, it can get dirty. But these shades, honestly, they're just ranked this way about how versatile I think they can be as far as making up different shades, because this is more purple toned. But it's beautiful. Like this, I'm biased because this is like, purple is my favorite color. And I can say this shade is gorgeous. This shade, they're both my favorite. This overall palette actually surprised me. Very great blending. The only thing is these shimmers can be, that's like a little bit hard. These two almost are like the same, in my opinion. But mattes, I think, steal the show a little bit here. It's still pretty, and I think they lowered the prices and they had a sale. So it's very good price. But do I go to it? I always like rank them of how, do I go to it often? Not so much. And I just ranked number 6 only because the packaging, it's beautiful and stuff, and it's matte. It gets dirty. It's not, it doesn't feel like as luxurious, like weighted as the other ones. I feel like these two shimmers look the same, but the mattes I feel like still the show. They're so beautiful, gorgeous, blendable. This is my favorite shimmer in the palette. I think these two are my least favorite. That's why. But the mirror too is a little bit small. If you can, I don't want to blind you, but it's pretty small. I'd like for it to have been like shaped different maybe, but it's really, really nice theme. I like Glamlite. After using this, I wanted to try other things. The next rank is 7th is the RUH-ROH RAGGY. And I like these. I really like this. Is like inner corner. That's like the best. Blendable. I don't like these two dark shades. I feel like almost look the same too. That's why it's ranked at this ranking. Still beautiful, like these shimmers call out to me. These I don't really get drawn to, but these mattes right here, beautiful. Didn't have any trouble blending. I do have, I think, a video of me. I'll put them up, but I am using this. If I have to use them again, I will get use out of them because they are pretty. I mean, look at this Glamlite packaging. I was very surprised. These palettes actually make me want to buy more from Glamlite. I'm a sucker for packaging, but they're actually really good. Shimmers in here and mattes, and I love these. So I have to say 8th ranking here, little low on totem scale. 8th is Claws from Nomad Cosmetics. I feel like it has a great enough palette. I just feel like the tones in here, I just don't use as often. But the shimmers and the versatility is pretty good. I just don't like, these tones are not like my cup of tea. It just looks pretty. The packaging that really got me to buy them. But I was surprised by the shimmers in here and the blend of these right here, Mouser and Vday. So it's very beautiful. I'm gonna get more use out of this, do some looks, but Menagerie does have beautiful mattes, and now I feel like people are just realizing like how beautiful these shimmers are. That's 8th ranked. The 9th is Pause. It has to be, because I feel like the only thing I feel is out of place are these shades for, I don't know, they're dog themed. The rest is beautiful, but that's why I have it ranked how I have it ranked, is because do I go to this color story? Not so much, but it is beautiful. They do have a great formula, and packaging was cute for these two. Like, come on, I don't know how to get them. Okay, we're going to the lower ones. Don't take offense. This is number 10, La Cienega. And this one's available right now on Adept Cosmetics, which you can use code EARTH. It's affiliated to save. The only thing I don't like is because it's so neutral, and I'm not drawn to neutral. I just can't. I'm like, what do I do? And I feel like some of these can look similar on the eye if you really look at it. But just this palette alone, if the price is worth it, it's because of these shimmers and these shifters. Like, literally feel wet, gorgeous. The other shades blended out well. I have a video on that, and the packaging just feels luxurious stuff. It's just I'm not drawn to this color story. I'm not drawn to this color story. I didn't know it came in a mystery box, but now it's available individually. But to me, what stole the show is just the wetness of these shimmers. I feel like it's gorgeous. That's why I couldn't put it last. I just don't like the color scheme of the mattes in here. Shimmers are great. Packaging is amazing. Again, weighted, luxurious how it came. Beautiful. The last but not least is Ladybug Glow. I still like it because the shimmers in here, like, look, they feel wet. Okay, just that alone makes this palette like worth it. I feel like the lighter shades kind of fade a little bit. I feel like the color story is not so much planned. I don't know if it was supposed to be like just ladybug themed. It's cutesy, but it's not a color story like I'm drawn to. But the shimmers in here are great. It's just low range for me, just because of the quality of the packaging. Mattes kind of feel like they fade a little bit for me. Shimmers are great in there. Just not one of my favorites. So that is all my palettes that I have recently, which I'm still going to use and still will venture out and see if they will come up with new things. If they are going to come up with new things, you'll catch that on our Instagram beauty news page. But thank you so much for staying with me. Did you like any of these palettes? Do you have them? Are you kind of thinking what I'm thinking? Having them ranked like that? Anyways, like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios!